So you're moving to Boston and you really need to know where the top neighborhoods are, where it's affordable, and where from a distance it's the best place to kind of land. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. And what we're setting up today is this video that's going to show you the five best neighborhoods in Boston that you can move to, also that are affordable. And it's one of those things where at the end of the day, when you're making a big move, especially to a city like mine, Boston, you want to know what you're getting into. You want to know where you're getting into, and you want the truth about it. So that's what we're here to deliver. Let's go. So if you're relocating to Boston, what's up, everybody? This is Joe from the Turco Group right here in Boston, Massachusetts. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living, eating, sleeping, playing, and just being wicked awesome, then make sure you tap that subscribe button, click the little bell so that you get notified every time we do a new video. We get so many people reaching out every single day via calls, texts, emails, and even comments. And I'll be honest, it makes my day every single time, and I absolutely love it. If you're thinking about moving anywhere in the area, relocating, or coming here to stay, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send Paul Revere. Days, nights, weekends, however you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back when moving to Boston, Massachusetts. So I really just wanted to get right into the nitty-gritty of it. And we have this great opportunity to talk about five of the best neighborhoods in Boston. So let's take a look. And, you don't have to take my word for it. Also, we have spacewise.com giving us a lot of great information here. So let's jump in. I know that they have a great list. They have some great tips and products. And no, this is not an endorsement, but let's get into it. All right, folks. So the first question you're probably thinking is, why are some of these communities on this list? What exactly is so great about them? And why is Joe talking about them? Well, the first of many reasons is so many of them are family friendly. Like, let's be honest, they have green spaces, they have things that cater to people that are potentially growing a family, and it's conducive to people that want to move here for so many different reasons and why they're so great. Another reason is, let's be honest, the traffic here is terrible, so the commutes or the public transit options are very, very good in these towns. The other option, schools. Now, we're not talking necessarily public schools, but there are so many different private schools as well as, colleges and different schools at different levels. So depending on the neighborhood, we have kind of a mix of reasons why schooling might be a big deal, especially where some of the colleges are right nearby to these locations. Okay, so let's start with one of my favorite areas, and I think one of the most underrated areas in the entire city, and that is Charlestown. It's right on the water. It's small. It has the Bunker Hill Monument. There's so many great, beautiful things there. And for whatever reason, it hasn't always gained the popularity of other places. Although, to be honest, you've probably seen it in a bunch of movies like Good Will Hunting and The Departed, and it's just where you have a ton of great options. So let's look and see exactly where this is on the map, because a lot of people don't realize that most of Charlestown is right there on the water. Okay, so again, according to Spacewise, why is it that so many people are loving this area? And it's got to be partially because of the home prices. We have a median purchase price of just over $430,000. Now, pick your, jaw up off the ground if you're coming from the Midwest or some of, the different parts of the country where things are a lot less expensive. That is a good starting and entry point for our Boston market, where we are one of the most expensive cities in the entire United States. So I know, I'm going to get the hate about it, but it's okay. The other thing is, in terms of rents, the monthly median rent is right around $1,500. So it's where, again, this is a great place, but it's also affordable. And, the one big complaint that you're going to get, and I'll be just dead honest about it, parking is a nightmare. You have to get the bumper guards. People are not good. They will ping pong off of your car. They will treat them like, bumpers at the bowling alley. It is not a fun spot to be in, walking out to your car, speaking from personal experience, and seeing that it got all banged up by somebody half-assed trying to parallel park, not knowing what they're doing. And let's really kind of look at it though. It's located, just north of downtown Boston, and it's across the Charles River. It's Charlestown. So it's one of the best places to live because it's centrally located. It's a great neighborhood for families, and it offers some of the best of Boston's museums and history. You got like the Warren Prescott School and Charleston High School. And honestly, again, according to Spacewise, 43% of those who live in this Boston neighborhood own their homes because of its walkability and the variety of Boston attractions that are right there that you have easy access to. Everything's kind of at your fingertips. And I'm not going to lie, I love being able to just walk across the bridge and get right into the north end. You don't have to worry about parking or anything like that. You just go, you get a great meal, come back home. Charlestown is, again, one of the places to be. What can you do? The question really should be, what can't you do? One of my favorite guys even has his own park, Paul Revere Park. Great place, waterfront playground, has a dog park, and it has a lot of cool artwork. So, I mean, it's a really chill place. I like taking my son there where, he can kind of hang out, see what's going on, and kind of just interact and see what is happening without it being kind of like over the top or like too in your face. You can also do things like check out the Bunker Hill Museum. They have a lot of great little cafes. You have Tate. Like, that's the thing, is like you have so many different options. Word to the wise though, pick up a pistachio croissant. If you haven't, they're awesome. You gotta try it. But the other thing is, if you're a photographer like me, some of the best skyline shots are going to be coming from Charlestown. Why again do you want to live there? It's affordable. It's got a great location. It's beautiful. There's a ton of history, and it has a great central location where you can get both into the deep downtown and the financial district and the north end of Boston easily, but you can also very easily pop out north of the city and get to all the other amenities that are right there for you. All right, so let's keep it going. Second neighborhood. Let's swing that map around and see it. You know where it's going to be. It's one of my favorite places, East Boston. Super up and coming, a lot of new construction going on in there, and we're seeing a revitalization of the waterfront. And again, it's one of those things where, according to Spacewise, you have some great pricing. You have a median entry-level price point of $300,000 for purchases and about $1,300 median rental price. So it's something where it's affordable. Hey, at the time of this video, be careful. The Sumner Tunnel is, closed, and there is going to be construction on it. So you are going to have some traffic. Not going to lie. That's going to be a little bit of a downside for the next, through 2024, so 2 years. That's the thing. That's the opportunity too. But honestly, for one of the safest and most affordable neighborhoods in Boston, you really should consider moving to East Boston because it is phenomenal, and it's filled with like family-friendly streets and budget-friendly housing options, and it's just abundant in things to do and color, and you have a lot of buildings with wall murals on them. And the best part is it's close to Boston's public transportation. You can also take things like the water taxi. You have some gorgeous skyline views of the Boston Harbor, as well as, the city itself. So like people that are out there creating content, taking selfies, taking pictures, or just want to have that cute picture with a loved one, with their family, or with one of their kids. This is a great spot for it. I would argue that it's probably one of the best places for taking those types of family photos. Not gonna lie, a lot of my professional real estate photos, they're all shot in East Boston because like it's so pretty in the background and just makes it awesome. But let's get to reasons why like you would want to live there as opposed to just like me talking about it. First off, waterfront views, amazing. Affordable prices. It's super central location to Logan Airport. So if you're a person that does commute to other cities fairly frequently, or you are a frequent flyer, it is a prime location for you to be able to get in and out and not have a lot of problem getting to the airport. It's super easy. What is there to do in one of my favorite parts of town, East Boston? Let's talk about East Boston Memorial Park, where it has playgrounds, it has sports fields like soccer and basketball, it has spray fountains, can just kind of kick back and relax. You got things like Constitution Beach. You have, all of this like swimming and like ice skating, there's a skating rink. You have literally everything at your fingertips. You have something called Belle Isle Marsh Reservation, which, you wouldn't think in an area that's so metropolitan that you'd have some of these like nature areas. But that's one of the great things about East Boston, and that you do have that option. So you're going to want to check it out. Not for anything, you're going to really want to go to one of East Boston's prime gems. It's the pride of the town, and that's Santarpio's Pizza. I'm just going to tell you, bring cash, bring an appetite, and you'll be back because it is fantastic. This is one of the places that lives up to the hype. If you've not been on the Facebook Boston Pizza Wars, go. It is the one funniest Facebook group, and two, probably the best source of entertainment you're going to find coming straight at East Boston with, Santarpio's at the center of most of it. Great place. A lot of different things going on. Lots of new construction, new developments, lots of new condos. This is the time to get in. Okay, so let's go back to our map. Let's swing it back to the third of our different neighborhoods for our top 5 neighborhoods. And guys, if you're liking this so far, make sure to click subscribe, tap that little bell for notifications so that you're getting to see every time we release a new video. I honestly, the highlight of my day is when someone reaches out and says, "Hey Joe, we're looking to move. We'd love for you and your team to help us." So again, reach out, calls, texts, emails, comments here on YouTube, however you want to, days, nights, weekends. We've got your back when you're moving here or to the greater Boston area. But let's get back to, the fun of the map, the third neighborhood that is in my top 5 for best areas here in Boston, as well as most affordable. And that's going to be Hyde Park. Now, it is gorgeous. You have a median home price of about $350,000 for a purchase price, and the median monthly rental is about $850 to $900 a month. So it is affordable. According to spacewise.com, the crime rate is safer than 56% of other Boston neighborhoods. It's something where if that's important, which let's be honest, to everybody, it is. I mean, I know with me, my wife, my son, and the son that we're having in the near future, it's a big deal for places to be safe. If a quiet, calm neighborhood is kind of what you're looking for in Boston, you have to check it out. It's situated like all on the city limit. You have neighborhood basketball leagues, you have friendly people, and you have one of the most welcoming community centers in Hyde Park. Hands down, one of the best neighborhoods in Boston that you can look at. Not to mention, it's affordable and daily travel is pretty simple because it's part of the commuter rail system, and you have just like all of these different green areas that are right there. You have like the Neponset River Reservation, all these just great options. Getting back to it, why Hyde Park? Well, there's also things to do. You can take your family on a hike through Stony Brook Reservation. It's this huge park with over 12 miles of trails. It's got fishing areas, it's got sports fields. You can go see shows like Beauty and the Beast, or, enroll your kids at like performing arts classes, things like that, because you have the Riverside Theater Works. And I mean, that's kind of a big deal, but it's where there's always something around. You can visit the oldest climate record in the US, with the Blue Hill Observatory Science Center. And, it's just a fun educational spot. Big shout out to my nerds out there because I'm a big one. Drop a comment with nerds if you are, because I want to give that a big ol' hug, give it a big ol' like and a big ol' heart. Drop the comment. Why not? Let's have some fun with this video. But that's the thing too, is like there's George Wright Golf Course. There's tons of place to get like food. I mean, it's a great place and you got to check it out. All right, so let's again go to our fourth one, and that's Rosendale, or Rossi as I like to call it. Let's swing that map up and show you guys kind of right where this is so you can take a look. Now, median home prices are right around $300,000 for purchase at the time of this recording. And, Spacewise is saying that right on average, it's about $1,100 for your median rental price. And according to them, your crime rate is safer than 81% of Boston neighborhoods. Now, that is staggering. That is a huge selling point and why it's on the list of one of the top 5 neighborhoods in Boston that you should be looking at if you're moving here. One of the other communities that we just talked about is Hyde Park, and that's just to the north of Rossi, another one of Boston's best places. But here's the thing. One of the most unique aspects of Rossi is that it has the, Rosendale Village Main Street. It's like this urban Main Street program, which has brought a bunch of local businesses and community events like the Weekend Farmers Market to this Boston neighborhood. And Rossi is also known for having more spacious housing options. So like for the people that are just looking to be able to stretch out, they don't want that like tight and narrow feeling of some of the other Boston, homes, condos, or apartments. They want to stretch out a little bit, be able to kick back, have some space for the kids. And that's one of the great things about it. Now, you're probably asking, what are some things to do in Rossi? That's where you can do so many different things. But one of my favorite is going over to the Franklin Park Zoo. It's one of the most fun things to do in Boston. You'll be able to do everything from like the Aussie Aviary to the Outback Trail, and you can explore like all these different like exhibits. But I have a young son. He's a toddler. He's just like a little guy. So at the time of this recording, he's like 2 years old. And he just loves seeing all the different animals at the Franklin Park Zoo. It's one of those things where if you're looking to potentially, where's a spot that I can raise a family, things like that, it is a fantastic option. You also have like a bunch of brunch options or Brassica Kitchen and Cafe. You got Yucatan tacos. You got all these different food options, and you got this melting pot of amazing food. Now, anybody that's been watching my channel knows that I love food, and that's why Rossi is one of my favorite spots. And I think, quite frankly, is a little underrated. Okay, so we're down to it. Our last neighborhood for the top 5 neighborhoods in Boston. Again, if I'm missing something, drop me a comment. Tell me if you live in one of these places and tell me what's great about it, because people that are moving here want to know. And they're checking out the comments. They want to see like, oh, hey, you live here? What are some things that you love about it? So make sure to drop a comment. And again, the only way for me to be able to help you and my team is if you reach out. So make sure that you're clicking the like and subscribe button, that you're tapping the bell for notifications, and that you're reaching out, whether it's a call, whether it's a text, whether it's an email. We're here for you. We want to help you. And honestly, it's the best part of my day when someone reaches out. So I want to make sure that I am just crystal clear with, hey, if you want help, we're here, but you got to reach out. Let's get back to it. West Roxbury, one of my favorite places. It's got, again, according to Spacewise, median home sale price of about $415,000 for purchases and about $900 in terms of a median monthly rent. And again, according to them, and this is where it's the big kicker and why it's at the end of the list, the crime rate safer than 94% of Boston neighborhoods. Is safety at the top of your Boston neighborhood wish list? Look no further than West Roxbury, one of the safest Boston neighborhoods. Whether you're wanting to rent or buy, West Roxbury has you covered with a number of affordable luxury apartments, as well as condos and ranch-style homes for purchase. Plus, Westy is one of the best neighborhoods in Boston for families just because of the combination of outdoor recreation, as well as some of the different dining options and the top rated schools. I mean, you have things like the Joyce Kilmer Upper School. Bringing it full circle and talking about it, things to do in West Roxbury, because that's what we're always asking about and what we always want to know. You want to check out Millennium Park. It's one of the best places. You want to learn some new moves at places like Out to Dance, which is a dance studio that offers a variety of classes like West Coast Swing and Merengue for all ages. You know, it's just kind of like cool. You can drop kids off for events like Creator Club or Kids Cooking. And, you know, you have the West Roxbury branch of the public library that has a ton of events. It's fun. Or, you know, if you're looking for that kind of like down low, cool local spot to like just grab something to eat, go to the Rox Diner. It's good. You're not going to be disappointed. It's where you have a slew of options. It's super good. Let's be honest. It's just one of the great places to live. And that's why it's in the top 5 of the neighborhoods. Okay, everyone. So those were the top 5. I love it. I have so much fun making these videos. But here's the thing. If you are looking to relocate here, or if you're looking to move within the city to another part of it, if you're looking to sell your home here, or if you're looking to buy here, we can help you. But the only way that we can do that is if you reach out to us. So if you want to do that privately, that's great. You know, call, text, email, or drop a comment here. We're here for you days, nights, weekends, whenever you want to get a hold of us, however you want to get a hold of us. But we can't help you if you don't reach out. So until the next video, we're going to go out, we're going to help some people, and we're going to look forward to getting to meet you because I love bringing people to my fair city. See you soon, guys.